Hello everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Delicious Bites, and today I felt like crafting. So let's get into it. I lost my footage, sorry. I started out with this picture frame, if you can see it, and it came from Dollar Tree. And what I did was just take it apart and I distressed it. So that part is missing. All I did was take this black background out of the photo frame. I cut away the jute cord, took the little clothespins off, and the reason I took away the black matting in the back was so I could distress it without getting paint all over the black matting. So I distressed it with my mineral colored Waverly chalk paint. And then I took some sandpaper, 150 grit, and I distressed it, sanded the edges really well and the corners, and then I added some more paint. So that brings us up to this. And now we're going to put the black matting back in. I was inspired by many YouTube channels that I watch. I can't even pin down one person because everybody has done it. And I was inspired by different things that I see when I'm on Pinterest. And so I just wanted to bring a little bit of spring into my home. I decorate with a lot of neutrals, and so I just want to add a pop of color. My favorite color is purple. So we are going to do some spring flower planters that can hang on the wall. So now this is back in here. And I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I have a coffee cup. Actually the one I used this morning for my coffee on my Dunkin' Donuts run. And I simply washed it out, dried it out, cut it in half. And it's going to go right here. I'm going to glue it down. But before I do that, I want to cover it in some burlap. And I don't want to paint this. I like the little pop of green. And so even though I'm covering it, it is going to show through just a little bit, and I like that. So we're going to leave it alone and let it show through. Just going to cut equal pieces of burlap. And then I'm going to glue the burlap to the cup all the way around and behind it. So I'll be right back when that's done. So you guys, that's what it looks like when you get the first one done. I'm going to do the other one, and I would totally suggest, if you have the silicone fingers, to use them, because the burlap is holy. And so you are going to get burned if you touch it. Also with this, because the glue is very runny, I would give it a couple seconds before you lay your burlap down. Let it kind of set up just a little bit so that it doesn't just run straight through the holes. And I really loved this stitching at the top of the burlap and at the bottom, because it sits perfectly right on the rim of this cup. I'm going to do the bottom. Just let it sit for a few seconds. Go ahead and place that down. And then you just do the same thing. You just fold it in, and you place your glue, and then you just hold it until it sticks. And you'll fold this side in after you place your glue and hold it till it sticks. So then I took a block of floral foam, and I cut 2 pieces out, and I'm going to glue them pretty close to the top of the cup. That way we don't have to use a lot of filler at the bottom. And I'm really focusing on the sides of the cup because it doesn't sit flush with the cup because the cup is round and the foam is square. So I'm just looking to glue it where I see that it connects with the cup. Now that I've got my foam glued in, and I tried to make sure the foam was kind of flat. I didn't want the cups to sit up so far away from the matting that you could see underneath it. So I cut the foam flat as well to make it fit inside the cup and to make it stay hidden behind the burlap and the cup. So then I just glued them down. And I know these, I've been seeing them done in 3s, but I could not fit 3 on here, so it's just going to be the 2. Adding a little more glue to that corner. Make sure it sticks. Just going to hold it for a little bit. And then we'll add some flowers. And I have a choice between moss or rocks. Just depends on which one I prefer once I get it going. So this is what it looks like so far. And I'm going to embellish it with some ribbon from Dollar Tree. I just want to give it a little bit of ribbon in the center of each one and then tie a bow on it. So I'm just going to measure that out like that. And then measure the other one using the ribbon that I just cut. And then just glue those down. And then we're just going to do a shoestring bow and add our flowers. So here's the 2 little shoestring bows that I tied, and we're just going to add them to the center of each planter. And this is what we have so far. Now we're going to start adding in the flowers. I want to do those first so that I can see how much either moss or rock that I have to use. So I have these white rocks from Dollar Tree, and I also have this reindeer moss from Dollar Tree. So I'm not sure which one I'll use. I could use a little bit of both if I choose. But we're going to get these purple flowers. You guys know I'm obsessed with purple. It is my favorite color. So I have these purple, I think these are lilacs, lavender. So I have the dark purple, I have the purple and white, and then I have the light purple. And I'm just going to add a couple of sprigs of each one into the pots. So I'm just going to cut these down, see how short or tall I want them. Cut 2 from there. I'm going to try 2 from each one and see if that's enough, because I want it to be full. And if not, I'll go back and add some more. And I like varying heights. I don't want them all exactly the same. Yeah, I'm going to add more than 3. I'm going to add 6 per pot. I think that will fill it up nicely. There, that's nice and full. And then I will go back in, and I think I am going to go with the moss instead of the rocks, because the rocks are going to end up falling down into the cup, and that's not what I want. And I could glue them in, kind of tedious. So I am, and you would wonder why I don't glue the rocks in first, because if I glue the rocks in first, I'm going to have a heck of a time getting the flower stems in. So I am going to just go with the moss because it's going to be easier to work with. But I do love it so far. So I'm going to just add some of this reindeer moss in. It's like super soft. I've never worked with reindeer moss before, but it's not dry and brittle like the Spanish moss is. So I'm just going to add some hot glue on top of this foam. Be careful adding too much because it does melt the foam. And then I'm just going to put the moss down on top of that, making sure that I get down in the front to cover any of the opening. So it just looks like that. This one doesn't have as much peeking out, but that's okay. And then just arrange your flowers in here how you want them. Then we're going to put a nautical rope cord on the back, and it's going to be done, you guys. And we'll have our own little bit of spring right here in our house that we can enjoy until spring actually gets here. And this is what we have. Absolutely gorgeous. Just going to take some nautical rope, glue it to the back, and tack it down with a popsicle stick, a jumbo popsicle stick, and we are good to go. Just going to hold this for a few minutes. I love this project. It was so simple, so easy, and it's just so pretty. I love the pop of purple. Again, it is my favorite color, and that is how I was able to bring a little bit of spring into my home while waiting for spring to actually get here. If you like this content and you'd like to see more from me, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell all your friends and family about Dee's Delicious Bites, where we do a little bit of everything. Crafting, inspirational work, mukbangs, hauls, vlogs, carbongs, everything. Recipes, you name it, we do it. So give this video a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share me out to all your friends and family. And until I see you and you see me, be beautiful, be blessed, be safe, be the best you that you could possibly be. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.